I mean, that guy swears that the industry is just riddled with pedophiles.
I'm sure it is.
I think his only problem is that he wants money to do a documentary on it. He won't just say who did it.
He wants to do a Netflix special.
Yeah, but he's like, I know who did it. I just won't tell you unless you give me $1 million.
Hey, we gotta respect the hustle. I mean, who knows what he's been through? You know, I mean, he wants to be paid for his sacrifices that his butthole and his mouth probably made.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta get paid for that shit. I mean, he's not just gonna give it up for free. I wouldn't. I would. No. You know, this stuff. It comes at a cost. You know, I went through.
OnlyFans.
I mean,
I went through hell and back to get that.
Your abuser go to prison. You know, getting justice. And
that's worth it. Yeah,
cool
yeah.
Too, but.
I mean, how do you I sell it for money?
How do you think he got that Goonies role, dude? He fucking took one down the throat, probably. Hey, you guys! Oh, now we don't endorse any of this.
No,
we don't endorse any of this. This is just our crude way of like,
especially not Charlie Sheen diddling him.
And there's a rumor about Charlie Sheen being into young men. His ex-wife found him looking at young men that looked very underage on his laptop.
Nope.
He's just confused because his last name's Sheen and his brother's is Estevez, so he can't make his mind up.
Once again, we don't endorse any of this. This is just our crude way of like making light of dark humor.
We're trying to make it entertaining. At the same time, you need to learn something.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this and you have been sexually assaulted or molested, then there are people there for you. You can reach out to us, and we'll be happy to give you an avenue to contact. We don't want to know about your stories unless you want to tell us about your stories.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely be happy to get you connected with the right people if you're having trouble with thoughts. So, but we don't endorse this, so don't get things twisted, please. It's just making light of a dark situation. But I'm going to jump off this topic. And we might dive back into Hollywood pedophilia, maybe as a full episode. Maybe Dude, guys. I don't know.
Like
what do you
the
think?
Nickelodeon guy? Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. I was reading into the Nickelodeon guy. Is Nickelodeon as a whole come under fire?
I don't know. But I just know Nickelodeon guy was bad.
Yeah. I'd like to
Dan something.
There's also some Disney stuff, like the Disney TV shows. There's some rumors with that. And then obviously we just know, I mean, I'm not saying it, but they say that the problem in Hollywood are the Jews.
They'll have the names,
They do. They're all Steens and Weens and Blingen.
What about Andy? Not Andy. The fucking guy that married his stepdaughter that has the glasses.
Woody Allen?
Yeah, Woody Allen, man. He's a monster.
Yeah, it's not his stepdaughter. It's his adopted daughter.
Adopted daughter. Yeah. He groomed her and then married her.
Yeah.
Well, is there a difference between a stepdaughter and an adopted daughter? Actually, an adopted daughter is worse than a stepdaughter. A stepdaughter
is Asian. It's an adopted daughter because it's an Asian girl, isn't she?
An adopted daughter would be worse to have sexual relations with because you found her. Yes. You said, I want to give you a second life. Now, a stepdaughter, you married a woman that brought fucking bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be in a relationship with either one, but the fucking adopted kid is 10 times worse, almost as bad as blood. The only thing that's bad with blood is you get into the incest thing, and then things come out all retarded.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You get the fucking Goonie head. Zika baby.
Nobody wants to have we don't endorse sexual relations with any with stepdaughters, adopted daughters, or real daughters.
You do you.
Just for you think. What do you?
No. If you're go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
He didn't. It wasn't his adopted daughter. It was the daughter of his longtime girlfriend for 10 years. So
you keep changing stuff, Chris.
Well,
you keep changing it.
Man. So look, he dates a woman for 10 years. She gets out of her prom. He switches over to the daughter.
You got to respect it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a revolving door.
It's like
you got to respect
DiCaprio, but like times 10.
Well,
he's been with her ever since, though.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's up with Leonardo DiCaprio? Because I don't ever see him locked down with one woman.
He just cycles through 20-year-old women.
Yeah.
Might as well, dude.
As soon as they turn 21, he's just a new one.
And I'm sure they know, right? They just, I mean, they keep,
every single one's like, I can change him.
Yeah. Or they're like, I can stay on top of this body, this face, these tits. I can stay on top of it, and he will be into me forever. But then I think the fact that they turn 22, minus they probably look identical, but the fact that they're 22 probably turns them off. So he has to dump them and, like you guys said, go for another 20, 21-year-old.
They probably go through their feminist phase and start going armpit hair. And he's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, well, he definitely doesn't date girls. He definitely doesn't date Karens. That's a Karen thing.
Yeah.
But if you are a Karen, tactlabpod@gmail.com. Send us a message.
Thomas is single.
I'm single. And he's desperate, apparently.
For Karens.
He's okay with... He's okay with the arm hair and the leg hair.
I'll take you out. Get one of those Manscaped razors.
You've been learning how to shave.
What do you mean been learning how to shave? I know how to shave.
No, I meant a vagina.
Oh.
The lawnmower 3.0. You can Nicholas your balls.
There you go.
Yeah, he's going to bring it up. There it is. You're just coming right out of that thing every time you put it up. You're just coming right out of a vagina.
Have you ever tried shaving an Arby's sandwich?
The beef just slides right out of the fucking four blades out the backside.
You just pull the fucking meat out of the sandwich. That's what's going to happen to the flaps. That's my opinion, but I'm a man, so I don't have one.
What is this?
Oh, that was just the age chart for Leonardo DiCaprio.
The older I get, the younger they get.
All right.
It seems as if 25 is actually the age cap.
That's nice. The cap. Not bad.
That's that cap.
That's really women he's dated?
Yeah, this is real.
Cool.
So he dumps him at 25. He hasn't gone over 25 yet.
Mm-hmm.
I can say 25 is when a lot of women start turning crazy.
It depends on which one you lock down, bud. I mean,
he just
didn't work for me.
Winslet. He's going to turn 50 and he's going to marry Kate Winslet.
I want you to look at that list. Just look at that list and give it a rank.
He's going to turn 50 and marry a woman that's not even born yet. I don't know how old he is though, so never mind.
I honestly
is that the
can't.
Same Giselle that's married to Tom Brady.
Giselle? Yeah,
is that the same girl?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yeah. Man, he should have married her, dude.
Oh, wow.
He screwed up.
Dude, how would you like to be Tom Brady and you got sloppy seconds?
And then Ryan Reynolds got sloppy seconds with Blake Lively.
Man,
I don't care.
Leonardo DiCaprio is just plowing through Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, dude, he's the man.
Honestly, they all look identical. I can't fucking tell a difference between any of them. That's on that's a picture of them on their best day.
I'm just saying, if I'm going to live that lifestyle, at least he's pulling it right.
Yeah, but, I mean, God, how much is he worth?
A lot. He's had a lot of good movies.
And then he's pulling this fucking, I'm not even going to say a scam, but he's pulling this fucking whole, saving the world thing. And I get all pissed off.
He's worth $260 million, so he can save the world.
Well, why don't he spend some of his own money and save the world? I mean, I know he probably spends some of his own money, but he's also riding around on jets and shit to get to
that money
conferences and stuff.
18-year-olds.
I mean, then you got Bill Gates, who's like trying to create a vaccine for us all.
Trying to lower the population to 5 billion.
How much is Bill Gates worth? He's got to be worth in the billions. He's in the billions, maybe hundreds of billions.
He's worth $104 billion.
Oh, shit. Does everybody remember Kony 2012?
Mm-hmm.
Island?
No, I don't. I'm learning.
Damn it.
I just remember, man, that was the worst story, man. He was just tearing he's killing all
Jersey,
the
right?
people.
No, not Coney Island.
No. Not
Coney Island.
I remember back when it happened in 2012, we were playing, Modern Warfare 2 or 3?
Yeah.
And everybody had the black character and the African flags.
Yeah.
Like,
and they I think that was 2, and everybody made their clan tag Coney.
Yeah. And we're all black guys.
I had a Coney dog before the outbreak of coronavirus.
With the Sonic and got one. Pretty good. Pretty nasty.
Yeah, they're not that good.
I would talk more about Coney dogs if you want to sponsor us, Sonic.
Kony boys. We're Kony boys for life.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm in learn phase. I don't know anything about Kony.
All right, well,
Really?
Kony 2012, it was a short documentary by the Invisible Children Foundation, and it brings light to Joseph Kony. Joseph Kony used a child militia over in Uganda. He was a leader of the LRA, which is the Lord's Resistance Army, and he was fighting against the government of Uganda. But the speculation and well, it's not speculation, but the real bad thing about Kony is he would capture children and either have them fight in his militia, or he would make them sex slaves, which is not nice. We don't like that.
Nope.
So he had a makeshift army. By 2015, it was reported that Kony's forces had killed over 100,000 and abducted at least 60,000 children. So,
60,000 children?
Abducted.
Abducted them?
Yes, and put them
You
either...
said 100,000 deaths?
100,000 deaths and 60,000 abductions.
If that shit was still around, they'd be making the hell out of some medical masks right now.
Yes.
That's where the money's at right now, boys.
But fortunately, by 2017, the LRA is reported to have only 100 members, so it's not really relevant anymore. But that's just the backstory on Kony and the LRA. So he was a bad dude. So fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
But the documentary was Kony 2012. It's directed by Jason Russell, who is also the co-founder of Invisible Children. And he was one of the people that was leading the way for the Kony 2012 movement and for everyone to learn about these events. The film came out in March 5th of 2012, and it instantly went viral. So if you haven't seen it, it's like a 30-minute mini documentary. It's
on
pretty
YouTube?
shitty, but yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on their website. It's shitty. It's inspirational. I think it went viral because celebrities saw it and thought, hey, this is something we can get behind.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna watch it and drop some acid while I watch it.
So mainly, this is the 8th-year anniversary of Cover the Night. And what Cover the Night was one of their campaigns where everyone buys a poster or a flag that says Kony 2012 to show awareness. And on the day, you were supposed to go around your city and protest and hang up these flyers and banners all over the place so everyone would know that these invisible children are abducted. They're sex slaves. They're being forced into militias with AKs. And it was just some pretty bad shit. So, this movement came. The day came April 20th in 2012. And it got like a 5% show out. So that was pretty bad. Major cities and stuff, it was unorganized. It failed. It flopped.
It was like 2012's Fire Festival.
Yes, it was, but with like 5% attendance.
To be fair, we had a lot more to worry about in 2012.
Yeah. So
how did it become a punchline?
Well, the main thing I want to talk about is Jason Russell himself. So since he released the video on March 5th, he instantly came into fame. His stock skyrocketed. He was a viral sensation. Everybody was talking about him. They wanted interviews on him. He was the fucking man. He was the guy. But he started to go crazy. And this is where his downfall came.
Now, did he go crazy because Kony failed?
No. That was the thing. He went crazy from the success of Kony.
Oh.
From the Invisible Children Foundation, which is still running to this day and makes like $3.6 million a year, or maybe even more than that. Like, they run multiple foundations and organizations that they funnel money through. But this guy, 10 days after the viral video and mini documentary, March 15th, 2012, he was spotted in San Diego walking around on the sidewalk, butt-ass naked, yelling and screaming at passerbys, telling them, go fuck yourself, I'm crazy.
Fuck you, Dale! Fuck you!
He was bending over, slamming his hands and fist on the sidewalk, he would take a few paces